Hey gamers, -10 here. Today we are going to take a turn down the road of artisan keycaps and take a look at AweKeys all metal keycaps. When this company reached out to me last year to provide my impressions on their keycaps, I was very eager to see how these would perform on gaming keyboards that are absolutely jocked out with doubleshot PBT plastic keycaps, and to see if metal keycaps could work on switches that are more gamer focused. Well, if you're curious as well, let's go ahead and jump in and see how these very crafty switches perform in-game and at work. Now, before we begin, AweKeys did ship these keycaps to me for review, but all the opinions in this video are mine and mine alone. AweKeys is also offering a discount code for anyone purchasing the keycaps, and you can find that code down below. Now, I am not making any commission on these sales. To say this is a luxury is an absolute understatement, and AweKeys recognizes this. On its website, AweKeys markets itself as designing and manufacturing keycaps that create a lifestyle that celebrates craftsmanship, innovation, and passion. I'm not sure if AweKeys expected their artisan caps to land on gaming keyboards, but that's exactly what we're going to do today. For our test, we are going to try the Copper Eagles on the Razer Azoth with Gateron Ink Black V2s at 60 grams and the Wooting 80HE with Lecker L60s at 40 grams. Gamers can buy AweKeys switches in a variety of packages, but our review unit is the base kit, and it retails for $219. The packaging is definitely premium, and the very first thing gamers will notice is the box is pretty heavy for keycaps. I mean, it's metal. The keycaps arrived snugly boxed in their own little foam holders, and all were free from any scratches or blemishes. In addition, gamers also receive a premium cap holder, but the wires didn't naturally spread, so I just used my usual one from Newfie. And that's it. It's pretty straightforward. As mentioned, the keycaps are quite heavy. The spacebar weighs just over 31 grams, the enter key 12 grams, the escape key 8 grams, and the delete key about 6 grams. For comparison, the doubleshot PBT Azoth spacebar weighs about 7 grams, and its escape key weighs just over a gram. These are beefy caps. The AweKeys Copper Eagle metal caps arrived free of any blemishes, scratches, or any other imperfections. But when you look closely, gamers will see small divots from the molding process. Now, I view this as part of the character of the keycaps, not a defect. Overall, the Copper Eagle keycaps feel luxurious in the fingers, and the sheer weight lets you know that this is something special. Typing on the keycaps over a few hours was definitely a different experience, as the keycaps themselves reduced the gram force needed to actuate the switches. What this means is the typing pressure is noticeably lighter than the 40 and 60 gram switches I tested on. Lastly, the switches are quite smooth to the touch and have a unique feeling on the fingertips. After hours of use, I did notice a minor amount of grease buildup, but it was easily cleaned with a microfiber cloth. In regards to the keycap legends, these are printed on the top of the keycaps, so I expect with heavy use, this will wear off with time. As such, I suspect these keycaps are more for display than actual day-to-day use, and I'm going to keep them installed on one of my Azoth boards as a display piece. When it came to installing the keycaps, the function row keycaps were noticeably tighter than all the other rows, and this held true when installing the keycaps on the Wooting 80HE and the Asus ROG Azoth. The total time it took me to install the switches was about 20 minutes. Not too long. At about 40 grams to actuate, the Copper Eagles made the L60s very light, and the switches only required a minimal amount of pressure to actuate. Given the weight of the spacebar, this keycap was relatively unusable on the lighter switches. As for gaming, gamers can definitely play with these keycaps installed on the Wooting 80HE, but for Hall effect switches, I would definitely dial up the gram settings. Finally, When typing, the sound was noticeably louder than with the stock Wooting doubleshot PBT keycaps. For the Azoth keyboard, I did install aftermarket Gateron Black Ink V2 switches that actuate at 60 grams, so the spacebar worked no problems. In fact, the experience, both typing and gaming, was substantially more pleasant with the heavier Black Ink V2s. For gamers interested in the AweKeys metal keycaps, this is definitely something to keep in mind. You're going to want heavier switches for these very beefy keycaps. The Copper Eagle base kit is priced at $219, but you can add on an Alice pack for $59, a novelty pack and or a 7U pack for $79 each, or buy a complete package for $399. As mentioned at the beginning, these keycaps are more artistry than function. You can use them for day-to-day life, but the Copper Eagles they're more of a showpiece. So that's it. I do want to thank AweKeys for sending over the Copper Eagle metal keycaps for a look. These will definitely remain on my shelf for the foreseeable future, and if you're a gamer looking to highlight a custom build, you should definitely check out what AweKeys has to offer. AweKeys' artistry and passion really comes through when holding their keycaps. Hey, if you found this impressions video helpful, I'd really appreciate a like on the video as well as any comments below. Your direct engagement with my content does help out my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.